property, and it's time for Ironclaw.
Da, 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 da. Last time on Ironclaw Z.
Well, first, we do the introductions. Eldritch, describe what's your character's species, job, and motto?
I am Eldritch Jacoba. I'm a Grey Fox Almoner. I have a personality of ataraxic. My motto is speak strongly and your words can level mountains. I currently have the goal of deliver Naire's goods and root out the necromantic conspiracy.
There we go. We also have Captain Sam this week.
Wait, hold on. Data, we already delivered the goods.
Did we?
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Then I no longer have that one.
Also, we have Captain Sam this week.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, Captain Sam, tell us your species and career.
I am a cheetah dilettante / pirate king. My motto is "Why fight when you can negotiate?" and my goal is to help St. John wipe out necromancy.
I love how Eldritch wrote the necromantic conspiracy a year. No, I'm just going to wipe it out.
It's all of it.
Also, I'm highly amused how you're not just a pirate, you're a pirate king.
I'm the pirate king. See, I have dilettante, which means I'm a noble.
Okay, we also have Griffin is here this week.
That's right. I'm playing Donovan, a raven, elementalist, and thaumaturge. He is obsessive, and his motto is "Stars and Study lead the way." Today, his goals are to acquire the books of Kindranigar's virtues, and maybe learn more of this Ferrobian library, which is apparently some kind of lost thing.
Okay, is that a goal that I gave you?
Well, it's something that was mentioned, and it sounded like fun.
Okay, for the record, your character can have their own personal objectives they want to accomplish, but goal is a game term. So, okay, but goals are like quest log stuff. So it's okay if you want to do that and want to investigate that, but if a goal is written on your sheet, that means only I, the game host, give out goals for quests.
And these are all just personal objectives of his.
Yeah. And we also have Ada.
Hi, I'm playing Ada. I'm Quoteman. I'm playing Ada.
Quoteman plays Ada.
The Red Fox assassin. Upcoming assassin. I have goals to prove myself as a master assassin. And did we actually, I don't know if we finished this one or not, was to deliver the goods.
Yep.
So we finished that one?
Yeah.
So did I miss that goal, or did I actually complete that?
Did Ada have to bow out early?
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Okay, I think what I gave you guys for that was the insider with the Order of St. John, right?
Yes, you did.
All right, so erase that and replace you got a gift insider with the Order of St. John.
All right, that's good to know. I also spent my other 20 XP, so...
What did you spend it on?
I spent it on Streetwise and Caress of the Ghost, so now everyone gets fucked and I can talk with criminal.
All right. What does Caress of the Ghost do again? I'm trying to remember.
Like +2. It gives me +2 D8 rolls when I'm using a concealed weapon.
Oh, it's super. Wait. So you don't have sneak attack, you have Caress of the Ghost.
No, I'm getting sneak attack next.
Crest of the Ghost, a sneak attack requires Streetwise, and he doesn't have Streetwise. He just got Streetwise.
Right. So Caress of the Ghost is another 2d8 with weapons? I thought that's what sneak attack was.
They both are, so there's actually two different gifts.
Oh, holy crap.
Hold on, Insider for St. John or something?
Insider with the Order of St. John.
Order.
So yeah,
you showed up and they were very friendly to you.
He can build up to 48.
Yeah.
So the Order wants us to kill all the necromancers, right?
Well, if I recall correctly, you arrived after a few incidents, you arrived on Honey Isle, and discovered that the only thing worth talking about is the Hospital of St. John, which is a capitular order. This is a bunch of paladins who report directly to the Pontiff. I keep saying the Pope, but their title is actually Pontiff. And so basically it's a bunch of angry paladins from Calabria who are here in the middle of nowhere. And they let's see. You did talk to the Master Capitular, who was a Falcon by the name of, yes, Master Father Dulio here, or, wow, Dulio, I guess is how you pronounce that. My pronunciation is off today, guys. I'm sorry. And he had an audience with you where he was, somehow you guys got the idea this is a crusade, but, all right, help me out here. I believe that, did he tell you about a necromantic conspiracy, or did you tell him about a conspiracy?
I think we definitely told him about it, or at least Eldritch and...
Yeah, Eldritch showed up and just randomly started switching teams on the fly.
And he was going to write a letter of recommendation and endorsement to you to take some of his paladins back to Heliopolis to deal with this, I think is what his offer was. I mean, this is all recorded, but...
I believe they were going to go on their own.
Oh, they're going to go on their own?
Yeah,
okay.
They were going to launch their own thing, which
Yeah,
is why we were
we were
calling
gonna
it a
meet them
crusade.
Right. And so I also
I'm pretty sure he used the word crusade.
He said he was going to go on a crusade to like wipe out the evil. That was
I don't think he said he was going to wipe. Well, yeah, wipe out the evil. I think he did say he said a lot of things, but sometimes NPCs in this game are unreliable narrators. Speaking of unreliable narrators, Donovan, I think, also managed to finagle, managed to, quote, borrow, unquote, I make finger gestures, you can't see the cameras off, to get a manuscript that looked like it was Kentranagar's Virtues, but unfortunately it's scribbled on another manuscript.
Right, and given the sort of things going on, I had the choice to take the book or not, and I will choose not to, and instead politely take them up on their offer to make a copy, which I could return for.
Well, the problem is to make a copy is going to take days, if not weeks.
And it definitely looks like we're going to have that time if we're going to go up north and then come all the way back again.
Well, so by copy is you want to arrange for someone here to copy it for you after you leave.
Correct.
Okay, so that's going to be a little finagling here too, because to get into the details of the game, it's like, well, why would we copy this for you? I mean, are you gonna, it's customary to give the church an indulgence for this kind of service.
Well, it does look like we're about to indulge them in ferrying people around, so...
Well, no, because we're going to meet them there. I have a bunch of spices in the cargo hold if we want to just donate that and then fill our ship back up with crusade gifts.
Okay, I think I'm losing you the idea of indulgence here. See, indulgence is where you give something to the church and they don't give you anything back.
Right, I know, but
Yup.
when we go on the crusade with them...
So you are going on the crusade with them, because I just said that you were.
What? I thought we were.
Okay, well, the good news is, Turtle John, I believe, is the captain. You get to say what we do and what we don't.
Okay, here's the thinking, because I'm not gonna dictator my ship yet. Here's the thinking: if we donate all these spices and things to the church really likes us. Donovan gets his thing copied, and then we go crusade, wipe out all the necromancy, and just hoard up on necromancy tokens. And if we could possibly do it, we get the body of the crocodile, and we sell that because someone is going to want that.
Body of the crocodile?
The informant thing that Eldritch overheard somebody talking to.
This is getting complicated. Just point me at something you need me to stab.
Well, my previous point stands that if we get rid of more cargo, then we make even less money and have a crew that is not happy with being unpaid.
The crew hasn't been close to time to pay them yet.
But I could perhaps offer that if our plan is to go with them and assist them, then I could offer to bring back any books of value that aren't necessarily full of terrible necromantic evil.
Or instead of that, we could just give up our spices and keep the books and sell them ourselves. To the church, possibly. I guarantee necromantic evil books will sell for more than salt and pepper. Or whatever I have. It's like turmeric and cinnamon, right, Raph?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, but that's like, very high-end goods.
I still think necromantic books will sell for...
I imagine they're still at least slightly proscribed here, And that people might not take kindly to trading them around, but this church, who might be interested if they have anything else, might take me up on the offer to bring them back anything of note in exchange for speeding up their copying of this marginal text into a book.
Well, it takes 9 months to make a baby, no matter how many women we assign to the job. So we can't exactly speed up the copying process. It's got to be like done by hand, or someone sits there and copies word for word what's in it. So that's going to take a couple weeks. But all right, so Captain, to recap here and to put a fine point on it, do you want to make a negotiation of saying, hey, to speed this seeing is that the church and the merchant class are good friends. I'm going to make this donative here of a large amount of stuff. Plus, also, I'm willing to take several of your paladins with me back to Suntown. Is that what you want to do?
I wanna consult the crew before I do anything.
All right, so you go talk to your crew. The crew is assembled before you. Hello! We are the crew of the Theophanis.
Good morning, men, or afternoon, as the case may be.
Morning. I hate Mondays. Don't you? Ha ha! Chris. Good news, sir. We've installed this. It's a barrel that's on a large stand that it holds our water and keeps it cool. We like to stand around it and talk.
Out of character. I'm surprised it hasn't been replaced with booze already.
Shh! It's stay on the ooze pay. But the captain doesn't know, can't hurt them.
Okay.
So we're in high spirits today, sir.
Show of hands, boys. Who here is religious?
Not a single hand goes up.
In fact, that hand inversely hits the ground
Someone's
so hard.
hand goes inside them.
Oh no! Wait, I'm sorry. The Lucky Pierre in the back raises his hook. Says, it's a miracle I survived that. I repented, and since then I've been a morally upstanding pirate.
I agree with you, Pierre. And I believe the gods have smiled upon us this day.
Praise the divine.
You see, gentlemen, and I'm going to address the crowd. I do believe in a God.
Hooray! Everyone applauds your statement.
I believe in a God. I believe we can all agree on it. I'm going to take a denarii out of my pocket. I'm going to put it on the deck, like on the railing.
Ah, yes, the God of Silver. We also believe in your God of Silver. Did you want us to give you Barabbas? We've got Barabbas.
Let me tell you what our God has bestowed upon us this day, boys.
More money! Hooray! Praise the divine!
An opportunity to...
This is some of them get these pirates who are, this isn't their first rodeo or first safari or whatever. Like, it's an opportunity. That's not... Sorry, their ears can't forward and they listen to you with rapt attention.
Yeah, okay. Alright, boys. Here's what's gonna happen. You have two options. We can sail into port. We can sell off these spices, and I can pay you. Or we can help the Church of St. John on their little crusade to...
Okay, they kind of look at each other and look at you, and they just kind of nod.
To wipe out the necromancy in a certain city, and I have it on good authority that
Their ears droop, their tails kind of drop.
whatever we find in that city, we can keep. Which means holy relics that will sell for much more than spice on the black market.
Lucky Pierre raises his hook. How much more, sir?
Depends on the size of the relic, really, but if we get something really good, it could sell for a couple thousand.
But the spices we have already could sell for a couple thousand.
Right. But we could go and get the relic and sell the relic with the spices. Spices don't expire.
Spices don't expire. Mob Ruber. He's very. Another hand goes up from Sasha, who's in the back, and she has to ask, "What's a necromancer?"
Someone who fucks dead bodies.
Yeah. There's a wave of revulsion in your crowd.
I mean, he really wouldn't know it.
Can't we just take the spice money and not have to get necromanted?
Well, you can't be necromanted if you're not dead. But
They're gonna kill us?
hopefully not.
Hooray!
You seem intelligent enough to stay on the ship while the paladins do all the killing, and then
You guys heard it. The
afterward.
captain just said I'm intelligent. Whatever.
Oh god.
Well, you're the captain, sir. Yeah,
I know I'm the captain, and I have the final decision to make here. I just wanted to know how you guys felt about making a couple extra thousand before we got into port.
Well, we've all done horrible things. Not that necromanting stuff, but most of us are amoral pirates who would shoot our grandmothers as soon as look at them. But, and somebody like I say, I wouldn't do that. I was like, well, whatever, guys, just work with me here. So, we get a pay bonus. Well, according to the pirate code, we all get one share of whatever loot it is. And you're saying you can increase our loot, but we have to take holy people aboard the ship.
We would have to temporarily ferry some holy people if we wanted to. They have their own ships. We just have to meet them there.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to think of them as holy people. You just have to think of the people sitting on the side of the ship who don't really want to deal with you.
All right. Well, Malik the hyena will raise his paw and say, "Sir, are you suggesting that we go back to Suntown, one of the largest cities in the world, and just start attacking and killing people?"
Was it Suntown?
Heliopolis is the big fancy name. Heliopolis, which literally translates as Suntown.
No. What I am suggesting is we go to we go to the Suntown. We let the paladins go in and attack and kill everything, or die in the process, and we take valuable items off the corpses.
Captain, might
killed
I
in the
interrupt
crossfire.
just a short moment? I
Go
don't
ahead,
believe
Donovan.
that is their intention, nor a wise plan for any person of logic. I think their intention is to hunt out these people, not to mass slaughter the entire town.
I think they're gonna hunt these people out too, but in the off chance that they actually do just mass slaughter the town, I want our boys to be ready.
I
people
do
of the
not
cloth
believe
are a
that to
little
be their
strange.
intention as a holy order seeking to enlighten others.
Yeah, also it's a town of 50,000 people.
With its own military.
Not that, but also occupied by the Anatolian Empire, who makes some of the best guns and cannons in all the known world. So I don't think 4 or 5 paladins are gonna raise the entire city to the ground, sir.
I'm gonna lean into Donovan and go, okay, so did you remember what the crusade was about? And then I'm gonna kind of look at him and go, wait a minute, no, you weren't there. Where's Eldritch?
Yeah, where is Eldritch?
Probably somewhere in the hospital area.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, you've been healed, so why would you still be in the hospital?
I don't
You
know.
might
I
just be
like
saying
talking
he's
to
still
these
sick
people.
so he could stay.
I mean,
You like
I did agree that I'd listen to them talk about their religious beliefs. So
Oh, yeah, that's right. Eldritch isn't here. They're explaining their religious beliefs. So you see, it's not that the same substance or a different substance, it's a similar substance. So yeah, Eldritch isn't here. He's off having a holy see.
wait, are they explaining Athanasia to me?
Well, let's pan away from the crew and back up to the Order of St. John itself, where, yes, you are surrounded by some of the theologians. Most of the people here are capitulars, which means they are knights. So they're a lot more interested in the arts of battle.
Yeah, they're a martial order.
Right, but that doesn't change the fact that some people here are very strong opinions. It's like the internet. So
how many angels could dance on the head of a pin?
Not enough. So if you want to glean interesting information about Athanasia, the doctrine of a state that is beyond both life and death, what skills do you have useful in rooting out information from a bunch of religious nuts?
Academics.
Academics is a good skill for that. Do you have inquiry, the skill of actual debate?
No. Negotiation, maybe?
If the negotiation were useful if they were holding back and wanted something more from you, do you have anything to offer them in return for information?
I mean, I consider myself an Athanasiast, so I mean, talking to them about it would be
right.
I don't
That's
think so.
As you socialize to keep them talking.
That's more like inquiry and academics, right? Negotiation is we call it negotiation in the book specifically. It's this for that. So unless you're going to offer them an actual necromantic book,
well, I mean, no, I don't want to give up my other brass coin.
Right. So it would be mind, inquiry, and academics then. You need 4s or better.
My favorite use of academics. Nope, never mind. That's magic.
Right, and this. All right, so you have 1 success. You get about what you thought. Most of the Order of St. John are Falcons. Apparently, there's a long history here where a bunch of people converted and then moved to the island because they'll say Heliopolis is currently occupied by the Anatolian Empire. The Anatolian Empire, as is traditional here in the Middle Ages, have invoked the rule of whose rule his religion, which is that the official state religion, the Deltan Valley, is ruled by the Deltans, we'll call them. But they've installed Yanka, also the first, also known as Yanka the Usurper, and her official religion is Malakism. And Malakism is not is an offshoot of penitence, but it also believes that magic is only the providence of the divine. That is, that regular people, like mundane mortal people, should not be using magic at all. So it's way more hardcore than penitence. And since that has been installed, sure, there's some indulgences for your church to exist there because it's clerical law and it's Calabrese and recognizing the Calabrian Anatolia friends, et cetera, et cetera. But the people themselves are being forbidden from practicing white magic. And
why would anyone get forbid to practice white magic?
Because Anatolians, it sounds kind of weird to me, like, why would you forbid people to heal? Well, if I was an evil occupying empire, and I shouldn't call them evil, if I was just an occupying empire, and I wanted to make sure I could keep the people, I could keep our iron rule of the
Dependent
people.
on your authority.
Right. Exactly that. So a lot of people have fled here. I mean, well, some people were already fleeing here because of the Anatolians to the Honey Isle because we're not part of their jurisdiction. I mean, here you can practice all the white magic you want. So, they can just kind of shrug about that. But, right, so we're not happy with the Anatolian Empire. However, we are pro their anti-necromancy agenda. It depends on who you ask, because with one success, you can get the idea that there's also a problem where here in Akoma, magic and necromancy are kind of synonymous because the mere idea of, magic, like necromancy. It's like, no, in Calabria, we keep necromancy distinct from other kinds of magic. So banning all of magic makes it easier. I mean, you might have some weirdo wander into one of the towers of the dead and just unleash an eldritch abomination with a casual spell. I mean, you can't have that kind of stuff going on, right, Eldritch?
Yeah, no, that would be terrible.
Right. So, and it's also a control of the state. So we here at the Order of St. John oppose that. Also, the fact that you've come by and told us it's a necromantic conspiracy just solidifies our belief that banning all magic is a bad idea, because it means since you have no wizards, you have no one who can properly see these things, which is why we should go there and root it out. The fact that if we go in there and root it out raises popular sympathy for us and our cause, that's just, a happy byproduct of what's going on here.
But how would the Anatolians react to that?
Well, they're like one of the Falcon paladins will rub his chin with a wingtip and say, "They're not fans."
I mean, aren't you worried about reprisals?
Well, hey, we didn't become a bunch of religious fanatics to worry about things like reprisals. Praise the divine!
Yes, glory to Selamar.
Yes, the shining light. We can't allow ourselves to get. One of the Falcon guys will say, "We can't let ourselves get mixed up in worldly politics." He says, shaking. It's like, if this is something that's a threat to people's very souls, we can't allow just the mere politics in it. If this situation that you described to us in this great detail is as dire as it sounds, we have to root out the evil no matter what the risks are to ourselves. It's for the greater good. For the greater good!
The greater good.
Don't sound too enthusiastic there.
No, that was the joke.
Yeah. So we'll come. Yeah, we can go ahead and spare 4 of our paladins to go ahead and investigate, because there's not a lot of us. I mean, we're a capitular order with an indulgence.
Really, I thought there was a lot of you training in the yard the other day.
Yeah, we can't spare everybody. If everybody leaves, who's gonna take care? Who's gonna pray for people's souls? And plus, also, we're a little worried that if we send too many people, it's gonna look a little suspicious. So
you are worried about reprisals.
Keep your faith alight, but keep your powder dry.
That sounds like a motto.
It is. And also, some of these people are, some of these paladins here are still postulants, so they haven't, we haven't even let them carry swords yet. So,